say things that you regret and wish you could take back. Things like, I'm bleeding money, or I can't afford that, or I don't think I can pay for that. It's too much money. Hi, I'm Michelle Taylor, and I'm known for helping people thrive. And I'm just going to turn my phone off. And to helping people with money mindset, especially in business and when you're trying to make money being you. Now, today I wanted to talk about our self-talk and how important it is to actually speak words of power, because our brain often, or our brain will actually believe the words that you say to it, because in your life you are the most important person in terms of things you need to listen to. You'll believe what you hear yourself say more than you'll believe what other people say. Even people like me, who is a psychologist, who has had lots of experience and study with this, you'll believe what you say more. So let's think about an example. And I'm going to use today an example that I came across today for me. And doing renovations, paying lots of bills out at the moment, and just got, I think I got 3 bills today, and they all added up to about $9,000, let's say. And the last one came through, and my partner passed it to me. He goes, "Oh, look, do you want to see it or not?" And the first thing that came into my head was, my God, I'm bleeding money, because I already paid cash out to the, to the guy who moved the air cons. And then I caught myself and I thought, oh, that's not a very useful thought to say to myself. And because I had like this image of just money just pouring out of me, and I sort of felt like this victim, and like I was this cash cow for everybody else. It was this really weird situation, and I'm sure you could actually picture when you've actually done this for yourself. And then I was really pleased because I did catch it, and I sort of went into this like little fear victim mode. And then I reframed it and I turned it around. I knew that it wasn't a disaster, that I had this mini moment of not really sitting in abundance consciousness. It wasn't so, I didn't make it into such a big deal. So then I just twisted it around and said, okay, I noticed what I said, I forgave myself for it, and then I just said, no, this is me investing in my future. My future self is going to be thanking me for this investment. So sometimes we can think, hey, Sean, sometimes we can think that the money that we're spending on either programs or things, even on our car, on investing in software and a website. Thank you. Thanks for the love. Love right back to you. That we think that the investment that we're paying just in our everyday life is money down the drain. And isn't that interesting? Even that saying, it's just money down the drain. So many money stories and money sayings are in our culture, and that probably slip through your awareness without you even thinking. I had this beautiful conversation with a lady today, and and I'm sure she won't mind me saying, because nobody will know who she is, but she's got an automatic story of, I can't afford that. And I think if that lady's watching, is to forgive yourself for saying that, and to actually say hello, and actually to say, okay, I just said it, but that you can take it back and you can shift it, and your brain can relearn. Just because you've said it, it doesn't mean that it's written in gold and that you can't change something. Breaking new ground. Yes, thanks, Sean. And hopefully you're enjoying me talking about abundance. I think it's a wonderful topic to talk about, because with abundance and with money comes freedom. And when we're feeling like, with me before, like thinking, oh God, I'm bleeding money, it, it, it comes fear, and it drains your energy. And so it's so important even for everyday life, thinking about money and about because abundance and like generosity, it's like bigger, expanded type feelings. But fear and the thoughts you think that aren't so useful, like I can't afford it, this is too much for me, or whatever it might be, just shrinks you down a little bit. In the States, when I went there recently, at the shops, they offer you to, I think it's like $2 or something. Like, so would you like to give $2 to I don't know, a school breakfast fund, so the kids can have breakfast or something? And they just say it at the end of the sale. And I remember even then thinking, oh God, cheeky devils asking me and putting me on the spot. But I'm thinking, well, what's $2? And this is lovely. It made me feel really generous. And so that was a really nice thing to do. And previously, when we're talking about money, and I know we've been talking about words just before, but even it's about actions, about when tipping in the States, it really confused me, that whole tipping thing. But now I do it, and actually Misty actually helped me with this, because because tipping confuses the hell out of me. It makes me feel generous now to give that 20%, because before I'm thinking, damn those Americans, why don't they just put it on the bill and you don't have to pay the tip, it's just part of the bill. But for me, it's an opportunity now. I see tipping as an opportunity rather than stress, an opportunity to feel abundant and to thank that person, me, with generosity, to do that. And I feel more expanded rather all contracted, saying, oh, I can't give them 20% or whatever. It feels good to do it, and it opens you up. And people who are kinesthetic will know what I mean by you're opened up more. Okay, so I was only going to talk about some words and allowing yourself to normalize that you say those words. Forgive yourself, and just to do a little reset, and you can move on quite quickly and easily like I did, and it actually felt like a bit of a win, really. So, and then I spoke about some small actions that you can do that make you feel generous, and you could do that to expand your abundance and money consciousness. That just keep some coins in your purse, so every time you might go to a counter where you're paying, and they've got like a little box where you could put some coins, like from Ronald McDonald House or Red Cross or wherever. Just give generously. Just, it could even be 50 cents, but just get into a habit of giving, and then you start to feel that you have got enough. Anyway, that's my tips from the Super Coach, day 10 of Facebook Live. Yay! And please comment below if you've loved anything that I've talked about today. Anyway, love to you all. Mwah. Big hearts.